Good day everyone, I'm Ben Saifanialaya and today we will talk about the limit laws, lesson 2 in basic calculus. What are the limit laws? Limit laws are rules in calculus that describe how limits behave when mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and powers are applied to functions as the input approaches a certain value. Just to simply put itself, limit laws are rules that make finding limits much easier and faster. These limit laws help us to break complicated problems into smaller and more simpler parts. In limit laws, we have 7 rules. Constant limit rule, identity function limit rule, sum and difference limit rule, product limit rule, quotient limit rule, power limit rule, and radical limit rule. First, we have constant limit rule. Constant limit rule states that the limit of a constant or any real number is the constant itself. So let's say we have a limit of 5. So no matter what the x approaches, the limit is always 5. Let's have an example. We have limit of 4 as x approaches to 2. So again, the constant will be our answer, so still 4. To our b, 1 half or 1 over 2 is still a real number. So it will be our answer. What about letter C? Pi is still a real number, therefore, our answer is pi. Next, identity function limit rule. Identity function limit rule states that the limit of identity function is the value that the variable approaches. So, for example, we have limit of x approaches and the x is approaches to 4. So our answer is simply 4. As we can see here, the limit of x as x approaches to 2. Our answer is 2. Next, limit of x as x approaches to 0. We have 0 and limit of x as x approaches to 3 over 4 is 3 over 4. So, as, as we can see in identity function limit rule, if we see a variable, the x that is approaches will be the answer. Next, we have the sum and difference limit rule. The sum and difference rule states that the limit of the sum or difference of two functions is equal to the sum or difference of their limits, provided the limit exists. Now let's have our first example. We have let the function of x equals to x and function of g is equals to x plus 2. Let's substitute. We have x, this will be x, and this function of g will be x plus 2. Now we have x plus 2. So we need to apply the sum limit rule to separate the limit of x plus 2. So it will be like this. So we just split it in half. So limit of x plus limit of x plus 2. Now, we need to apply the sum rule again to split the x plus 2 or this term. So, the limit will be x and another limit will be the constant 2. So we have three limits here. Limit of x, and another limit of 2. Then, now we can evaluate each limit. So, at the first term, we can use the identity function limit rule. Second term, we can use the identity function limit rule. And the last term, we can use the constant limit rule. So, at first term, it will be 4. Second term will be 4. And the last term will be 2. So, we have 4 plus 4 plus 2. Then we can evaluate further. Then we can add the results. So 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10. Now, what about if we are given minus? So we can use the difference limit rule. Now, for this one, we have function of x plus 3 and function of g, it's equals to x. And let's substitute x plus 3 into function of x. So x plus 3 minus the gx, x. So we have x plus 3 minus x. Now we need to apply the difference limit rule to separate the x plus 3 minus x. So it will be like this. So we can see we have limit x plus 3 minus limit of x. Now, we can apply the difference rule again in here. So, it will be limit of x plus limit of 3 minus limit of x. Again, we can use the constant rule and identity function rule. So, limit of x will be 3. Limit of the second term will be 3 minus the limit of the last term will be 3. So, we have 3 plus 3 minus 3. And that will be 3. So that's how the sum and difference limit rule works. So keep it in mind, always look for the sign. If it's positive, use the sum. If it's negative, use the difference. Now we have product limit rule. The product rule for limits states that the limit of product of two functions is a product of their individual limits provided both limits exist. So it is also like the sum and difference, but this time it is times or multiplication. Again, let's have 4x and 2. So for the function of x, we have 4x times the gx, we have 2. So we have 4x times 2. So it will be like this. Limit of 4x times limit of 2. Now, we can use the product limit rule to split the 4x. So, if we see the numerical coefficient and a variable, that means we can split it into 2. So, we have limit of 4 times limit of x times limit of 2. We can apply the constant rule and the identity function limit rule. So we have 4 times 2 times 2, that will be 16. So that's how the product limit rule works.